Dear SSC candidates of 2026, how are you? I am Hassan Monjur Hilary, English teacher. Today I am going to discuss about some tips and techniques that should be followed in exam hall. You know that you are going to appear at the exam in short syllabus or revised syllabus, and you have been given a short syllabus. In your first paper, only 8 units and some lessons, and in the second paper you have given some topics. English first paper, at first English first paper, scene comprehension. There will be given a scene passage from the textbook, and number 7 MCQ, multiple choice questions. In multiple choice questions you will write the full answer. You will write the full answer of the question. Suppose answer to the question number 1A 2, not. You will write the full answer, that means answer to the question number 1A, number 2, and the whole answer, instability of flame, in this way. And question number 2, answering the following questions. In every case you will read the full instruction of the question, because there may some variation, so you will read the instruction of the question. Question number 2, answer the following questions, and here will be given 5 questions, each carrying 2 marks. And in this question you will not write unnecessary things. You will write to the point answer. If you think that your answer is short, too short, don't worry, that's not a matter. What is the matter? You will have to answer to the point, and if there is opportunity to discuss the question, the answer, you will write it in brief. And number 3, fill in each gap with a suitable word based on the information of the text. Here will be 5 gaps, each carrying 1 number, and the passage will be given from scene passage. That means from scene passage you will have 3 questions: MCQ, answering questions, and gap filling. Gap filling without clues, there will be no clues. And number 4 and 5, question number 4 and 5 will be from unseen passage. There will be some unseen passages, and suppose John Milton was a great poet. It's an unseen passage. You will not find it in your textbook. And question number 4, complete the following table with the information given in the passage. Here you will get a chart, you will get a table, and there will be 5 gaps, and you will fill up these gaps taking the information from the unseen passage. That's why it's called information transfer. You will get the information from the passage and transfer it in the answer script. And number 5, writing summary. You will write the summary of the unseen passage, and marks bearing 10 marks. So 10 marks, you know that summary should be 1/3 of the passage. Summary should be 1/3 of the main passage, and you will not write any sentence directly from the passage. You will think over the passage and you will write almost about 1/3 of the passage and the main theme. Number 6, matching sentences. Matching sentences, the instruction is that match the parts of sentences given in column A, B and C to write 5 complete sentences. There will be 3 columns, column A, B and column C. You will write in this way: A plus 1 plus 2 and within a bracket, and you will write the full sentence in your answer script. You will write the numbers in a bracket and you will write the full sentence. In this way, you will think over the whole thing. Always think that if you make one mistake, there will be possibility of another mistake, and if you write a correct answer, there will be possibility of writing more correct answers. And number 7, rearranging sentences. Here marks 8. Full marks is 8. Put the following parts of the story in correct order to make the whole story. Only the corresponding numbers of the sentences need to be written. Notice this part of the instruction. Only the corresponding numbers of the sentences need to be written. That means you need not write the whole passage. You will write only the numbers and you will get full marks. And in this way, in this question, you can make a rough at the last page of your answer script. Suppose you know that D and F, D, there is a sequence between D and F. So you will write D and F in your rough page, and then you will find a sequence H, A, C. You will write it in your rough page, and after that, when you will complete the full answer, when you will rearrange the full all the sentences, it will be easier to you. It's a technique. And number 8 and 9 are from literature item. 8, answering questions from poems in English for today. 5 out of 8. There will be 8 questions and you will answer only 5 questions. And number 9, the questions will be set from stories. Here you will also write 5 questions out of 8. And in this literary term, you will not write anything unnecessary answer. You will write the answer to the point, and you will not be given the poem or story. So you will think it in your brain and you will write it from your memory. And you will follow the tense. You will answer the tense. You will answer the in the tense in which tense the question is given. And part B, writing part, 30 marks. Completing story, 15 marks, and writing dialogue, 15 marks. In the previous years, completing story and writing dialogue, and there were more items, so the marks are not 15. Marks were less than 15. So I think that you will write the answer more elaborately, because your marks is 15. Think 15. Number 10. Read the beginning of the story. Write at least 10 sentences to complete the story. Notice that write at least 10 sentences, at least 10 sentences. That means you can write more than 10 sentences, but not many sentences. Not you can write 12 or 13 sentences, or but you will not write 20, 25, 30 sentences. It will be too long. And you will be given the beginning of the story, and you will write the beginning of the story with a different color pen. Maybe it may be blue or green. Blue is better, I think. And you will complete the story. Some students write the story in 3 or 4 pages, but they don't finish the theme. It's very important to finish the theme, to complete the story. And there will be title. There will be a title, and you will have marks on title. And if you find any moral in the story, you will write it at the bottom of the story. And number 11, there will be dialogue. Suppose you are Fahim and your friend is Hassan, who is interested to know about the importance of moral education. Now write a dialogue between you and your friend about the importance of moral education in the development of a nation. At first, you will read the instruction and you will write your answer according to your instruction. And if the name of your friend is cited, you will use it. And if the question comes as write a dialogue between you and your friend, you will write myself and my friend, myself, my friend. And you will write some greetings at the first of the dialogue, and you will finish the dialogue with some words. Suppose thank you so much, welcome, etc. And you will write more contracted forms of words, and so that the dialogue seems to be lively. So this is your first paper. This is all about your first paper. And second paper, if you come to the second paper, grammar marks 60 marks and composition 40 marks. In the grammar part, the first question is fill in the blanks with the words from the box. Fill in the blanks with the words from the box. That means close text with clues. And you will read the instruction. It's very important. You may need to change the forms of some of the words. You may need to use one word more than once. Fill in the gaps with the words from the box, and you have two conditions. You may change the form of some of the words, and you need to use one word more than once. And in this way, you will write the answer which you know better, which is correct. At first you will write the correct answers, and after answering there will be 10 gaps. Suppose you will get 5 or 6 gaps, and you can fill up 5 or 4 gaps. Don't think over it, just skip it and go to the next question. And at the last of the exam, when there will be half an hour time, you will retry the the answer. Number 2, make 5 sentences using parts of sentences from each column of the table below. Here there will be 3 columns, first column, second column and third column, and you will write the full answer, you will write the full sentence, and you will not mark in your question paper. Just if you need to make rough, you will use your exam script, and you will write the at the last page of the exam script. Number 3, complete the following text with right forms of the verbs given in the box. Right forms of the verbs. It's a very important chapter of your grammar book. I think you have studied this chapter thoroughly. There are some rules, and the verbs may be changed, and you will write the correct form of the word according to tense, voice, and now number 4, change the sentences according to directions. That means changing sentence. In writing changing sentence, you will not forget to put question mark or note of exclamation at the last of the sentence, at the end of the sentence. It's very important. Some students write the correct answer in interrogative form, but they don't write the question mark, note of interrogation, and note of exclamation, etc. So you write the full sentence, and you will think it in your own way. Number 5, make tag questions of the following questions. There will be 5 questions, 5 sentences, and you will write tag question of each sentence, and you will write the full sentence in your exam script. And the description, after the description there will be a comma, and the first word of the tag question will be in small letter, and you must give a note of interrogation at the end of the tag question. It's very essential. And number 6, complete the text adding suffixes, prefixes, or the both with the root words given in the parentheses. You need not write the full passage, you will write only the answers. And question number 7, fill in the blanks with appropriate prepositions. You will read the preposition chapter from your grammar book, and you will learn a lot of appropriate prepositions from your grammar book, and then you will get a clear conception about it, and you will write only the answers. Number 8, complete the passage using suitable connectors or linking words. And sometimes some students become confused in writing connectors, so you will think deeply about this question. The question number 9, use capitals and punctuation marks when necessary in the following text. You will give the punctuation mark correctly, and you will write the answer very neat and clean. Your answer should be neat and clean. And part B, composition part, 40 marks. Number 10, write a paragraph on, suppose, International Mother Language Day. You know that paragraph should be in one para. If you write more than one para, you will be evaluated only the first para, and the rest of the paras will be cancelled. So you will write only in one para. It's very important. And you know that in a paragraph there will be at first a topic sentence and some developers and a concluding sentence. So you should you should write that topic sentence and some developers, and after writing the developers you will write a concluding sentence. It's very essential. And number 11, application, formal letter. Application or formal letter. In this question, you will follow the instruction. For example, suppose you are Rafi of Rupnagar High School. There is no canteen in your school for the students. Now write an application to the headmaster for setting up a canteen in your school campus. Some students think that if they write the answer elaborately, they will get good marks. It's not right. You will write the answer to the point. In writing formal or informal letters, there are some rules. You will follow the rules and write the answer, and your main body of the letter will not be so elaborate. And question number 12, write a composition on satellite TV channels and our young generation. Composition. In writing a composition, you will think that it is not a paragraph. There will be more paras. There will be more paras in paragraphs. There will be more paragraphs in a composition. And the first para will be introduction, and then the necessary points. And after writing the composition, you write a concluding passage, concluding para. So I have discussed in brief how you will write in your answer script, and you will think about your time. Time management is very important in an exam. You will not waste any time in writing a question. If you don't understand any question, just skip it and go to the next question. And after finishing all questions, you will come back to the earlier questions, to the from at the beginning of the script, and you will fill up the gaps. So these are the techniques. I hope that you will do well in the examination. That's all for now. Thank you so much.